Your brain didn't break, it got trained. You cannot focus for 10 minutes. You open your phone without knowing why. You sit down to work and your brain immediately wants to escape. You watch 3 hours of content and still feel completely empty afterward. None of that is laziness. None of that is a character flaw. That is what happens when your brain gets trained, slowly, quietly, without your permission, to need distraction every single second. And here is the part that changes everything. The same brain that learned distraction can unlearn it. But first, you need to understand exactly what happened to it.
1. Your brain got hooked on dopamine spikes. Every notification, every swipe, every new video, each one releases a small hit of dopamine, the chemical your brain uses to signal reward. Your brain does not care if the reward is meaningful. It just wants the hit. And modern technology is engineered specifically to deliver those hits as fast and as often as possible. This is not accidental. Every app, every platform, every notification sound is designed by teams of engineers whose only job is to keep your brain coming back. You are not weak for getting hooked. You are human. And you are up against a system specifically built to exploit how your brain works. The problem is not the dopamine itself. The problem is the speed. When your brain gets used to rewards arriving every few seconds, slower activities stop feeling rewarding. Reading feels boring. Deep work feels painful. Silence feels uncomfortable. Studying feels almost impossible. Not because those things got worse, because your brain's reward threshold changed. Think of it like sugar. Eat candy all day and fruit starts tasting bland. Your brain works exactly the same way with stimulation. Every time you switch between apps, tabs, videos, and notifications, your brain adapts. It gets better at scanning and worse at focusing. That rewiring happens quietly, automatically, through pure repetition. This is called neuroplasticity. Your brain physically reshapes itself based on what you repeatedly do. Train it to switch constantly, and it becomes an expert at switching. Train it to focus, and it becomes an expert at focusing. Right now, for most people, distraction is the trained default. That is why sitting still feels wrong. That is why boredom feels like an emergency. That is why you can start a task with full intention and find yourself on a completely different app 3 minutes later without even realizing how you got there. Your brain is not broken. It is doing exactly what it was trained to do. And that is both the bad news and the good news. Because training can be reversed. You stopped tolerating boredom, and it cost you more than you know. Boredom is not wasted time. Boredom is when your brain processes thoughts, connects ideas, and recovers attention. Some of your best ideas never arrived because you never gave them space to. The moment silence appeared, you filled it. Phone in the elevator, videos during meals, scrolling before sleep, music during every walk. Your brain never got quiet enough to hear itself think. And the less you tolerate boredom, the lower your focus capacity drops. This is not a metaphor. Researchers have found that people who cannot tolerate boredom consistently perform worse on sustained attention tasks. Attention span and boredom tolerance are the same skill. Destroy one and you destroy both. Build one and you build both. Most people trying to fix their focus are attacking the wrong problem. They are trying to force themselves to concentrate while their boredom tolerance is at 0. It does not work. You have to rebuild the foundation first. Sleep is silently making everything worse. Most people do not connect their focus problems to their sleep habits, but the brain does not store memories, regulate emotions, or restore attention while you are awake. It does all of that during sleep. Every night you stay up scrolling, every night you fall asleep with videos playing, every night you sleep less than your brain needs, you are skipping the exact process that resets your focus for the next day. And here is the hidden trap. Poor sleep increases impulsive behavior the next day. That means one bad night makes you more likely to reach for your phone, crave distraction, and lose focus faster. Bad sleep creates more bad habits. Those bad habits create worse sleep. The cycle feeds itself quietly for months until your brain feels permanently foggy and you can't remember the last time you felt genuinely sharp.
Here is how to retrain your brain starting today. Start with one rule. When you feel the urge to reach for your phone for no reason, pause for 30 seconds. Do not fight the urge. Just pause and notice it. That pause is the beginning of reclaiming control. Your brain is used to instant reaction. Teaching it to pause, even briefly, starts breaking the automatic loop. Then, reduce short-form content aggressively. Not forever, just enough to lower your stimulation baseline back to normal. Replace one scroll session daily with something slower. It will feel uncomfortable. That discomfort is your brain adjusting to lower stimulation. It is not a sign to stop. It is a sign it is working. Protect the first 30 minutes of your morning. No phone, no content, no notifications. Just let your brain wake up without being immediately hijacked. The first stimulus your brain receives in the morning sets the neurological tone for everything that follows. Start it with silence instead of stimulation, and the entire day shifts. Every extra hour of sleep is an hour your brain spends rebuilding the exact focus systems that distraction destroyed. Final message. Your attention is not gone. It is buried under layers of overstimulation. And every time you choose to pause instead of scroll, sit instead of escape, focus instead of switch, you are retraining your brain one decision at a time. The same neuroplasticity that allowed distraction to rewire your habits can rewire them back. It does not take perfection. It does not take extreme discipline. It takes small, consistent, daily decisions repeated long enough for your brain to adapt again. You trained your brain into this, you can train it back out.